last week with Eleanor. We watched your show together. Okay, stand up like
it's on.
All right, good morning. It's September 7th, and it's back to school. I don't know about any of you, maybe sent off your grandkids, your kids, but I sent my girls off to school this morning, and they're off. We'll see what this year brings. And you sent yours off yesterday, I think.
I did, yeah. Well, I sent my oldest on Friday. We brought her to her college and said our goodbyes on Saturday to her, and then yesterday my two younger ones went to school. So both in high school now. So no more grade school for our family.
This is really a new chapter.
Yeah,
at your
it
house.
is. Yeah.
I've got two that are in high school now, and then one, middle school, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that all goes. But they were all excited. Girls like to pick out their outfits and primp a little in front of the mirror. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And it's just me and Arlene this morning. Cynthia's away enjoying her granddaughter and her son and her daughter-in-law. So I think some really hot weather.
Yeah.
And so we get to do this again.
Yes.
We'll see if we can slow the pace. We see some people on there. There's Shelly, Laura Jean, Debbie. Arlene's just going to adjust something so we can see a little bit better. There's Darlene, Elliot, Mary, LePage from in town, Lisa, Jan.
Lots of people joining us. Maybe it's a quieter morning with back to school.
Maybe. There was a lot of buses on the road. So maybe everything is just kind of starting a new phase and settling in.
Getting back into some routines.
Yeah, well, the lunch pail routine.
Oh, yeah. I was not looking forward to that yesterday, making lunches again.
We really missed that, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
So I went and got some vegetables yesterday. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I think it's good, though, that they start on a Wednesday. They only have 3 days, and then they got a weekend to maybe sleep in, because my kids have not gotten out of that routine quite yet. So, all right.
Well, we'll show this. If there's anything you see today, you can email Cynthia at cherishedpieces.com or Tammy, Tami, at cherishedpieces.com.
And so, because it's just the two of us, we won't be able to do a door prize.
No, I'm not there to write names down, so.
No, so we'll just get back to routine next week. And we just appreciate you watching anyway. And
we still like to see your comments, so please still comment.
Yeah, since we won't be able to see them all, we'll go back later and look at them and watch them. And yeah, you're welcome to call us and come visit us. So I think we'll maybe start with some fabric.
Sure.
Do some
this one.
Sure, some fallish looking. So this is Windswept from Northcott. One of their new lines. It's like that marble. A lot of different colors in there. We have some really pretty pieces. Get you in your fall mode, I think. For those of us that like browns and grays and creams, it's a little bit different.
They're like tree branches. That would be a great addition to anything for fall, though, those rich colors.
Oh, and then this one. We got to open this one a little more. Leaves. I know we went for a walk on Monday, I think, and I found a leaf that had changed already. I'm like, what?
I think it's the drought, because we've had such dry weather. The leaves are already drying up, I think. Not in a good way, but they're so dry still.
Well, it was still green, but then, like in the veins part, it was orange. It was beautiful, but I'm like, no. But we love leaves. At least I do.
Oh, yeah.
So these are $16 a yard. Oh, and this one is really pretty.
Here's another fall leaf one. It just looks like you could just pick these leaves up. Like,
yeah, it does.
You just pick them up and take a peek at them. They're so real looking.
That's one thing I always enjoyed with my girls when they were little, going to like a big treat area and trying to find all the pretty colors.
Or the biggest one.
Oh, yeah. And then we do crafts that, you end up throwing out. But it's just fun to be out in nature.
Here's a little bit lighter, but just still another.
It would be a good background, like the marble. So that's Windswept. Oh, one more, and I like this one. Pull
It's
this
just
back.
so soft and pretty.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
A little bit of a sage green in it, but
those look like some good fall pillowcases.
Oh yes, yep. This would make even a pretty background too. The colors in there would be really pretty.
And then there's a pattern that goes, or a panel. Oh, I know where it is. I was gonna iron it.
Oh, oh.
Here I am. I didn't iron it, so you get the wrinkly version. I think we got chatting and forgot that the iron was waiting.
And now let's switch it there so you can see the bottom half of the.
Yeah, there you go.
There.
So that's the windswept panel. Do you remember how much there? I think there's
17. Yeah.
So the yardage is 16, and then the panel is 17. And then we did have a kit that we have kitted.
So we kitted this one, and we did this version right down here. Maybe I can get it closer for you.
And what's it called? Windblown.
Windblown
is the pattern.
So this one here is the one we kitted with the panel, and then you got some fall leaves and the pretty ombre fabric. And we do have this in a wide back also.
Yes.
We didn't bring it down, but it's the same idea as the ombre fabric.
The marble.
Yeah.
And maybe we didn't even open it to show that it is ombre. We just...
Let's try that again then. Which one was it?
The first one?
This one?
No.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
Yep.
Oh, yes, it is. Okay.
Okay. So here we go. So there's the lighter, and then it goes to darker.
So the wide back looks exactly like that.
Yeah.
Obviously on a grander scale.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's beautiful. Somebody bought it yesterday, I think, or on the weekend for something. And it looked really nice with it.
Nice.
Lots of colors in there.
So using ombre fabric as a wide back gives the quilt a whole nother look on the back, like a two-sided quilt, and it's so beautiful.
So that kit was 85, and the size of the quilt is 49 by 61. And the other thing with the pattern that's in there, there's 3 different patterns. I mean, we only kitted that bottom one, like we said, but, you know, in the future, if you wanted to, you have 2 other options of something you can make. So that's a good bonus to that kit.
Yeah.
So that's our fall fabric. We also have some AccuQuilt dies. Sorry, I reached over. The deer head is one that I think was to try a while ago, but it's definitely now in the regular stock. It's $78.59, and they have lots of ideas on AccuQuilt of what you could do with the deer head. Some pretty interesting things. There's always an idea on the back, but I know some people have been waiting for that one. So that's now in store. You can grab that. And then the new die that they are putting out to try for September is this whirling star. So it's a bob board, and like always, they have your pieces marked out and labeled, so you know which pieces go together. And it's a 12-inch finished block, so that goes well with a 12-inch cube if you have that. There's lots of possibilities in what you can do there. There's a cute project there. The twirl wall hanging. And they have good instructions in how that block goes together, so you can have a lot of fun pulling out your different colors and making it. There's no Y seams, and of course on the front you can see that they've kind of like dog-eared some of the corners, so you could just sit down and sew once you run it through the machine.
This would be fun to use up your scraps too. You could have a lot of fun with some colors.
Yeah, you could, you know, this could be all scrappy.
Yeah.
And each block could be different, but the color scheme could be the same.
Yep. Or even all the backgrounds are the same, but then the blocks are different. Like, you can have a lot of fun with that.
It's one of those, you know, it looks really hard, but because they've dog-eared the corners and labeled everything and there's good instructions, you know, anybody could sit down and sew because you're not trimming anything.
Yep.
You just take your time and make a block. So that one is $144.09. And so that one would be something you would try.
Okay.
I want to talk about the quilt.
Sure. So this quilt I brought from home. I made this quilt. This is just using some of our ombre gems, I think they were called. Gemstones fabric. And all it is a 3.5-inch strip with the fabric sewn together. I just kind of laid them out to let your eye bounce around a little for the colors. And had it quilted. I put Minky on the back, so it's very cuddly and soft. And I actually had pictured this quilt if I was sitting outside on our deck and you just needed something on a cool evening, that I thought, oh, that's a good one to grab for it. But it's actually turned out to be one of my favorites because it's so cuddly and colorful. And we could kit this and it would be 40, or was it 45?
It was 45.
45 for this kit. And that would be with the binding. And it's just a fun, quick little project that turned out to be one of my favorites.
Well, I think it's the colors and like the variations, and you know, sometimes simple is awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially when it's cuddly. Take that one down. And the gemstone fabrics are still like really nice. Rich. We also wanted to show you, I don't know if, oops, I'm way over here. Got a big pile of stuff here. But we wanted to show you that we have zipper tape. Now, I don't know if you knew that, but you can buy your zipper by the yard. It's $3 a yard. So when you're making a bag and you can't find that perfect zipper size to fit your bag, you can just, you know, cut off a yard of whatever color. And we have so many colors. Like there's white, there's like a silver gray.
Yeah, burgundy. This one's like a chocolate brown. We got red. This royal blue is so striking. And bright yellow. And this is only some of our colors. We didn't bring them all down. Pink, and then a darker pink. Forest green, I call it. More of like a dark sagey green. Navy blue. This one is like
it's black.
Is this black?
Yeah, that is black. It's hard to tell.
This one's like taupe color. And we have this kind of steel gray, light blue, and then another blue. So there's tons of colors, and we, like I said, this isn't even all of them.
And so what you get too is like you get all the colors in the zipper pulls that you can pop on. And you know what's fun is you could put, you know, a yellow on this one and make it shine, look like an 80s bag or something. But it'd be fun. So you can play around with those. They're 50 cents each, and that was $3 a yard. And then, you know, if you're making a fancier bag and you want something a little nicer, you know, we have, I'll let you hold those. I'm gonna open this.
We got these different ones that are a little bit fancier, the different, like, different metals, I guess.
And they're heavier too. Like they have longer poles. They're a little bit more substantial weight to them.
Silver ones.
So there's more of these upstairs too. We didn't bring these all up.
It just gives you an idea that if you are picking like silver hardware for the rest of your purse, you can get a zipper pull to match.
And they're $2 each. And there is also gunmetal, I think, upstairs. And maybe some black. We didn't grab everything.
Yeah.
But it just gives you a little bit of options when you're trying to make a bag and you can't find the zipper, and you know, it sometimes gets frustrating and you don't even do it because you can't find what you're looking for.
So they're $3 a yard. I mean, you can still buy it in half a yard or whatever you need. You don't need to get the full yard. So that makes it good too. Is there a secret to putting on the zipper pulls?
Yeah, Darlene LaChance.
That's our secret.
Darlene can have a full-time business putting on zipper pulls. There you go, Darlene. I put a plug in for you. No, some people, there was somebody that commented about using a fork. Sometimes it's just a little bit of magic play. I'm not good at it. I'll tell you that right up front.
I've been able to do it at some times, and the next time I just can't, and I pass it to Darlene. And she just, whoop, there it goes. She's watching.
Yeah, so we all have our talents.
So, and if you do get the zipper and the zipper pull, we're happy to help put it together before you. Yeah.
There is a great YouTube. It says how to use a fork. And they are number 5s. Somebody was asking. So they're the bigger pulls, and they're a little bit heavier duty. Even these, the colored ones, they're, oh, I guess you can't see. they're a little bit bigger. And so that's our zippers. Clean them up a little bit. We're rattling around. And, you know, sometimes it's fun to make a bag, but when you get frustrated, then you put it away for a bit. We also wanted to go over a few things that we had. We have these Merry Christmas cards with the little teapot and the quilt. There's 10 cards in a pack, and they have like a green envelope for $19.50. I think I figured out that they're like $2, almost $2 a
Oh, that's
card.
all right.
So for Christmas, for your quilty friends or your family,
yeah,
you could get started early. Get your Christmas cards.
I like the classic little pincushion tomato that's on there.
Yeah, it is very quilty and Christmassy, all the good things. Then there is also this, what was this called?
It's using it's Shoe Fly Stars, but it's using the Prairie line from Lori Holt.
So this is her box. We like how she does these boxes. Everything is in there that you need for it. You've got your 2 layer cakes, yardage, and then of course there's the pattern of what you're doing, the instructions.
It's all colorful, so it makes it easy.
Do you know what size the quilt is? Whoops.
A great question.
Here, let me look. Oh, 67 by 80.
So that's a good size.
And the kit is $153.99.
So that's 2 layer cakes. 2 layer cakes and all this fabric.
All the yardage. I guess we didn't look to see how much yardage is in there, but that's quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a nice box, too, that you can store stuff in after. But if you want one of those kits, you can let us know.
Yeah.
And then something fun that we got in. I'll let you open that one.
This one I was really excited about. I think this is so fun, and if I had little children in my world right now, I would be whipping these up. So these, I don't know if it's easier to go full screen or...
Yeah, do you want to do that? I'll hold it up on the one side. So
There.
this is the blue and
There
green
we
version.
go. So this is a superhero cape to make for dress up. And it comes with the cape, the little eye masks, a belt. This one comes with a shield and little wrist.
Oh yeah, the decorative little, I don't know what you
yeah,
call it.
on the little wrist.
Wrist
And
skirts. So
and there's a blue
that
version
one.
for the little boy superheroes.
Or if
or
you
girl.
like blue and green,
Yeah.
it just depends. And then this is the
pinks.
pink version with the heart on there.
And I think this is so fun. And I think these would make wonderful Christmas gifts for anyone little in your life. And you just want to, you could line it, or you don't even have to line it, but lining it would probably add some stiffness to it. But I think you could whip this up together in no time. The instructions are included. We've printed them.
Yep.
You just cut it out, and I think it's so fun. And I wish I had little ones to sew for.
This would have been easier when mine were little, because I remember making capes and looking on the internet and doing my own thing. But yeah, it was fun. My kids love dress up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Even
I think every kid does. I don't know a kid that doesn't like to dress up.
I think it's from that dress up show.
Yeah.
That's where it started, right? What's it called? Mr. Dress Up.
Mr. Dress Up.
Oh,
yeah.
That was one of the best shows. We didn't say how much they were.
I don't remember how much they were.
We're terrible.
I'm not sure.
We knew we were going to forget something.
I can probably find out. Just one second.
All right. Well, while she's finding that out, I will show you something else. We have these tree skirt panels. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. And our sample is, quilted. We put a green on the back. But we have these panels, the little house and the little tree.
And there's those sewing tomatoes again.
Yes.
Stack of them right there.
So that I know I had one here. That one is $20. The kit. Or just the front panel. You'd have to do your own quilting.
It's the full panel though. The full circle does the full tree skirt.
How to
hold
hold
it.
You've got your whole big tree skirt.
The whole thing. That's one panel.
I guess it could have been a cape too.
Yeah, Christmas cape. So the children's capes are $18.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, but I'm like, I don't want to say that because what if I'm wrong? Right? And then we'll talk about this little quilt. This is a little Christmas. Oh, I didn't. We haven't kitted it yet because it's brand new, hot off the press. So it's a little snowman and some little wildlife and some little snowballs on the top. It's kind of more of a winter quilt, not so much a Christmas quilt. It's 43 by 60, so a nice little lap, and that would be fun to have flannel or.
Oh, flannel on the back. I don't know if we
can make minky work, but
flannel would be nice.
Yeah. That kit would be 45. So we just had some fun with some snowman and always thinking and creating something new, right?
You did a good job on it. I like the snowballs.
It was fun. And then the border has the snowflakes in it. So it's a little bit hard to see from a distance maybe, but up front or up close, yeah.
Very nice. We'll show you some more fabric. We like fabric.
So this is Avalon by Northcott. And it's really pretty. It's something different. I'm going to open this one a little more because it's got the birds. So it's got like the, what'd you say, plums? Purples?
Yeah.
Kind of a plummy purple.
Like magnolias, but...
Yeah, you would know your flowers. Are they magnolias?
I don't know. That's my guess, but...
Okay, so since you think they're magnolias, do you know what the birds are?
Oh, I have no idea.
You never know.
I'm not a bird person.
Not a bird watcher?
I do like them. I just can't name them.
Maybe somebody else can help us. We'll see if we can see it in the comments.
Yeah.
But that's Avalon, and we'll just show you some of the other things that are in there. So there's just the flowers without the birds. And then they've kind of got like a little bit of a daisy look, but I don't think they're daisies, are they?
To me, they look like.
Or are they like chrysanthemums?
Yeah, they're probably more like a mum. But again, that plum background.
And then this one with the navy background and the birds. Oh, this one's really rich in color. Really like this one. There's lots to look at, I think, for your eye.
It would make some beautiful projects.
So there's more of a neutral, so you can see how it pops the colors in the mums. I'm not going to attempt that big word again. And then there's more foliage, the leaves. It's really nice greens.
They're very nice.
Sometimes greens are tricky. And then they're going to fall off the table. There's the navy with just the flowers, kind of like the birds. And then guess what? You might have noticed there's a panel that goes with it behind us. And we have a kit that we have done in this. It's just not quite ready. Maybe we'll talk about that next week. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So the panel is 17, I believe.
Yes.
Yep. And the yardage was 16. And that's Avalon.
Avalon, yep.
Something new. And it kind of almost looks a little fallish.
It's just that richness, right? That
like a year-round kind of enjoyment. Yeah.
Slide your way.
All right.
Okay. Can you show the next line of fabric?
Yeah. Trying to think what else we had because we've got it kind of buried in fabric. Well, this is kind of more summery fallish, right? We love this. The sunflowers. This is what was this line called?
It is called Sunflower Field.
Oh, Sunflower Field.
I believe, yeah.
So it's almost like got a little bit of a burlap background with the sunflowers. And then, of course, you've got to have some gingham, green gingham. That's been really popular still. Now, this one's really fresh. I really like that one. Put that there. And then there's a gray gingham. And, a lot of these you can mix in with other things, too. They're just nice.
And here's a pretty yellow with just the outlines of sunflowers.
So more of a tone-on-tone. I don't think we're quite wanting to be done with summer yet.
Yeah, no. My husband planted a whole bunch of sunflowers this year, and they
did he?
are in full bloom right now. It's so pretty. Yeah.
That's nice.
He did a nice little surprise for me and did a few rows along the cornfield of sunflowers.
Aw.
There's a brown.
Brown with the tone-on-tone. Those are really neat. And they would make good backgrounds.
And here's one with just little petals. That would be fun to add.
There's lots of different things you could do. Lots of variety of patterns and sizes. Oh, we gotta show that one.
And here's kind of a feature one with the little birds, sunflowers, butterflies. So pretty. This would even make fun purse or something for the summer, for the late summer and sunflower season.
Oh yeah, anything. It would be a pretty tablecloth.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you had on a patio, like one of those little bistro sets or something.
Yeah, that would be really cute.
Have your tea or coffee out there.
And there is one more from this line, and it is a border print.
The border print is nice.
And I have been eyeing this one to make a table runner out of. I'm still debating, but it's so pretty. I think it's calling my name.
Well, it's yellow.
Yeah.
Sunflowers, has birds, bees, butterflies. I think so. I think it has to go home with you. We cut in like 5 yards?
No. But yeah, it's a very pretty, just nice, something fresh.
This would be really cool on a pillowcase too. Like if you did like a border print.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Or even this just being the cuff of the pillowcase.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the cuff on it.
You got pillowcases on your mind.
I guess. I don't know. I think that's one of my new things I enjoy, making fresh pillowcases.
Well, it is nice to cuddle up with a clean, fresh pillowcase, right?
Well, you know, they always say like a quick way to change your decor in your house is to paint. Well, maybe to add some freshness in your room is to get some pillowcases.
Yeah, that's an idea.
I don't know. So that's our last line, I think.
Yeah,
right?
we have shown.
We've shown all our stuff.
Oh, and the
the panel. Yes.
The panel. There's 4 large blocks on this panel with the little birds and the sunflowers and the little bees.
I think somebody said those are finches. The yellow.
Oh, okay.
Could be wrong.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So it's a different type of a panel, but very pretty and cheery and fresh.
Very cheery and fresh. That's what Lori just wrote.
I was reading it.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm not that brilliant. Oh, somebody says homemade pillowcases are better than store-bought. Yeah, I think so. They last longer.
Yeah.
And if you get them out of the dryer at just the right time, you don't have to iron them. I learned that the hard way. Sometimes those store-bought ones are like wrinkle city.
Yeah.
But for those of us that like ironing, maybe it's not a bad thing. Save it all up and iron for a while.
Yeah, we could do that.
So somebody said an American goldfinch.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Well, I think that's it for
that
us.
That is it for our show. Yes.
Usually this is where we do door prize, but that's not working today.
Well, thank you all for watching and commenting, and we appreciate you coming every Wednesday to watch our show.
That's right. So we hope you have a good week. We hope you enjoy this cooler weather, and unfortunately it's getting dark earlier.
Yes, our evenings are shorter now, but that's okay.
But we'll enjoy it. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Have a good week.
See you later.